Here we are in Dearborn, Michigan up in the Aether Steampunk Convention. And I have Eli August and Mell, what was your last name?
Pico.
Mell Pico. Very cool.
Mell August.
Mell August.
Everybody's got to be an August.
Alrighty then. Congratulations. I didn't know you two were married.
Well, all 8 of us are.
You're all married. Polyamory, I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, our cellist would say polybandry.
Polybandry?
He did say that, actually.
Really?
Yeah. No. This is starting off well.
Yes, this is starting off just a little bit weird, which is fine with me. Okay, so Eli, being the headliner of the group, I'm going to say, Mel, tell me a little bit about yourself. Everybody's heard of Eli August.
I like to sing. Met you about like 2 years ago and started singing.
You're a graphic designer?
I do graphic design.
She designs a lot of our stuff.
I like to make stuff. Yeah.
Very cool.
That's about it.
What about you, Eli? What's your background?
Mostly self-taught musician, took a couple years of music theory. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, and then my parents just said, why don't you go back to school for music? And I was like, are you telling me to be in a band? It's kind of contrary to what you'd expect, your folks to tell you when you're in school. So did that, and then just played in bands and various bands through the years.
Very cool. And no, you didn't tell anything about your musical background.
Oh, well, I guess I used to sing in chorus and took vocal lessons and used to sing in opera in high school. And after that I started singing in bands with my friends.
Very cool.
Opera to bands.
So, Eli August, what is the name of your band?
It's Eli August and the Abandoned Buildings, and then I either play solo sometimes or with any number of, there's about 9 of us at the moment.
9 Abandoned Buildings?
Yes.
And right now it's just you two here?
There were 4 others, but they had to drive back to New York last night. So we stayed on for the 4th day, but everybody else had to go home.
So they left you behind, so you are Eli August and the Abandoned Building.
Or Abandoned Eli August and Mell.
And one building.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It happens.
So what do you have going on currently?
A couple of house shows we're doing next week, and then we're going up to Nova Scotia, Canada to play at this Victorian village in it's called Sherbrooke Village, I believe, and that's going to be really cool because when you have all that atmosphere,
right,
it just helps the whole event, and I'm just psyched to go up to Nova Scotia, so
that's beautiful.
After that, a couple of just regular club gigs, and then we'll be doing TeslaCon, which is in Madison, Wisconsin, in November.
Right.
And then playing at a railroad in Strasburg, Pennsylvania in November, so that's going to be exciting. Might actually get to play on the train while it's moving for dinner. So.
Oh, really? Very cool.
That'll be really cool.
Have you ever been on a train before?
I have, but never on a moving locomotive. Like I've been on ones like in a museum where you stop. There were some back where I lived that were just stationary and mobile, and you could look at the cars.
Right.
Never on one.
You've never been on one that was moving.
Correct. So this will be exciting and to get to play music, and I've never been on one. So, and it's going to be a steam train, which will be awesome.
So tell me about your albums.
I guess I would describe the music as like Mel would describe it as
like chamber folk.
We got a clarinet, upright bass, cello, guitar and banjo, vocals, drums. So it's kind of a small chamber arrangement, kind of darker folk. And all the albums are different. So we just did our first full band album through an Indiegogo fundraiser we did last October. Yeah. And the band as a band is only been together for I want to say like 14 months. And before that, they were all solo works with the bass player is the only one, and Mel on some of the songs that are on those other albums.
Very cool. So, do you have anything to say you'd like to say to your Indiegogo supporters?
Oh yeah, geez. It wouldn't have happened without.
Dramatic.
We couldn't have done it without those folks, and they went above and beyond. And we just hope that they like the product and want to do another one when it's the right time. And fundraisers like that are invaluable because it shows you who's out there listening to you, who's hungry to hear more from what you want to do, and it helps get an album made when maybe it would have taken 2 years of gigging, saving up that money.
Right.
You know, when people are basically pre-ordering, or they're pre-ordering above and beyond that and getting rewards for that.
Right. Because they believe in you and what you want.
Yes. Yeah. And some of them have been. I was kind of blown away. There have been a couple that are actually people who run events that donated to the cause, and I was just like, that's kind of like your boss going, here's some more money.
Awesome.
So I was kind of blown away by that. So that's really cool. And then down to the $5 donation, every bit is really cool that people help.
So, my main website is called Weird Review, and I like to close my interviews by saying, can you tell your fans and my readers, listeners, something weird and wonderful about yourselves?
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to? Okay. A lot of the music's kind of serious, more heavy, darker, subject matter. But I am a huge Disney fan. I love Back to the Future and Indiana Jones and crap like that. And I think that's something that doesn't come across in the music because it's so a little more somber. But hopefully, the band as a whole, they see that we're a bunch of goofballs on stage, and I think you need a rounded vision of people. So I love sci-fi movies and The Simpsons. And you, Mel?
I like to celebrate really bizarre holidays. Sneak zucchini onto your neighbor's porch.
You sneak zucchini on your neighbor's porch?
By the end of the summer, you have like so much zucchini.
Right.
That it's just like a cruel joke to be like,
There's some more free zucchini. He also habitually bakes pies at night at 4 a.m. Eats breakfast all the time. Waffleaholic.
That's just waffle.
I don't know. I can't make up my mind whether I like them or not. I tend to waffle.
You're waffling on it.
That would be about it, I think. Yeah. We're pretty lame for the weird and wonderful.
You seem pretty wonderful to me.
Oh, well, thank you for doing the interview.
And
renting it to us.
Now, in closing, do you have anything to say, like, where are you going to be seen next?
I think Nova Scotia is going to be the big one. We're doing a show at Roxy and Dukes, which is in Dunellen, New Jersey, which is a great club. Got a really cool rockabilly feel. We'll be doing that with another steampunk band called Frenchie and the Punk.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
And then the Cheeky Monkey Sideshow out of DC. And then the next night, the same acts. We're going down to DC and doing a show. So a couple of one-off, not an event. Though, sometimes it's nice not to do a con and just have a one night,
Right.
regular show. So those will be the next two we're doing, and then, like I said, Strasbourg and Tesla.
Right. So, if somebody wanted to find out more information about you, do you have a website?
Yes, EliAugust.com. Facebook, I use my personal page kind of as a band page, and we have a band page. Just Google it, you'll find it.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Mel and Eli. And from up in the Aether in Dearborn, Michigan, this has been The Weird Review.
Thank you.
Thank you.